Yo, who's ready to go to fucking space? This guy, me. I mean, that's obvious. Time to play Super Mario Galaxy.
Super Mario Galaxy!
Yes, I didn't say the title of that already. Oh, I'm excited. I've definitely been, like, consistently excited, I think, anytime I get to the start of, like, any of these Mario playthroughs. You know? I was definitely glad to, like, have a breather in between this and Sunshine by doing Jungle Beats, even if that started as a technical nightmare. But turned out well in the end. But now, I can go back to a type of platformer that is infinitely more relaxing and less physically strenuous as that was. So as for tonight's stream, I had mentioned, like, pretty sure I mentioned at the end of Sunshine last week and then made a poll about it on Twitter, but I wanted to get people's input on which of the two brothers I would play as going through this game again, because this was one of the most pleasant surprises I remember with this game way back, realizing that Nintendo finally did good on what people had wanted and were, like, feverishly wishing was true based on old urban legends and rumors around Super Mario 64. They made Luigi playable. And I wanted to see, you know, what people lean towards. Like, what did they want me to play as, going back to this game after, like, 10 years or so. Unfortunately, the poll results got tied, and it closed, and then the voting time closed before anyone could issue a tiebreak. So I decided that my tiebreak is I'm going to go with the choice I was initially hoping people would go for. And that is
Luigi!
Is this guy. And it's beneficial in my case because of how, like, this game works as far as, like, its, as far as the stars you collect. Like, yeah, it's 120. You think that's the end of it, but technically, like, a true 100% completion run of this may as well be, like a 242 star run. Not 240, 242. I'll explain a bit more, but now let's just start this and show that, we end up skipping the opening prologue bit where you're going to Peach's castle because only Mario gets to do that. Luigi just wakes up one night and just finds him in the wrong place completely. Yeah. And yes, as you would expect, Luigi does control differently. He feels different compared to Mario. He does run a bit faster, but it takes a while for him to get to top speed. And of course, he obviously jumps higher, and that applies to all manner of jumps, triple jumps included, and all that. The only downside is that, like, he basically has ice physics. Like, he's always slippery when moving, so he doesn't stop on a dime like his older brother does. But frankly, that's not enough of a disadvantage to balance out the fact that he has so many other advantages. It's kind of nuts. I definitely enjoyed playing as Luigi, like, in the past when I used when, like, this was, like, back when I remember that this was, like, the latest 3D Mario game, like before Galaxy 2 came out and basically supplanted that as my game that I preferred to play. But there is also, like, an important thing, like, why I had that specific save file, because you may not realize, but these were, like, save files I had, this was a save file I had to download off of GameFAQs, because that's where you go. And, I specifically had to look and see if someone had uploaded a save file that had just Mario's 120 stars completed. And there was, thankfully, which meant that Luigi was already unlocked, and I could basically create this choice for people. If people had somehow chosen for me to, like, just play as Mario starting out, then, like, for the purpose of this stream, I probably would have settled on just doing just 120 stars with Mario. But because I get Luigi, it's technically gonna be... Shit, actually, now that I think about it, I probably should have, like, updated the title of the stream to be, like, 122 stars, since that's the rest of them I'm getting. But that's the thing. It's like, getting all 120 stars as Luigi is what unlocks the final 2 stars, which is just one for Mario and one for Luigi. Alright, I'm forgetting. Where the hell is the specific crater? I lost track because I was trying to, like, explain, like, the core differences going between, like, playing Mario or Luigi in this game. Hold on. Try this again. There's, like, a crater up top here or something, right? One that's, like, not a hole, but, like, an actual, honest-to-God... Yeah, not the hole. Okay, I feel real stupid just, completely forgetting things like this. Hold on. Let me ask this dude again. Oh, in the grass. Oh, God, I'm an idiot. Okay. I guess I was completely misremembering the idea that, like, there was a crater, like a non-hole crater that one of these bunnies could, like, hide in. But that's it. We caught a bunch of star bunnies. Oh, and of course, if anyone cares going into this, just wondering, like, what is the actual, like, opening of the game? I mean, like, it's Mario invited to Peach's castle. The castle gets attacked. Bowser invades, rips the castle out of the ground, a la Paper Mario. Well, not exactly the same way as in Paper Mario, but still, he takes it into space. And then he wakes up on this planetoid. We just skipped all that and started this, Luigi. I honestly like that. This might... I think... Like, looking at it more... Just the whole way they've set up playing as Mario and Luigi in this. It's like... Like, it's not implemented as perfectly as I would like because it's entirely... It entirely hinges... Luigi's, like, being available to play as hinges entirely on you fully completing the game as Mario. But this is the sort of thing where I would have absolutely liked if... just like any of the other Mario games after this, like Galaxy 2, especially since it also had playable Luigi. It would have been nice to just have like a proper like new game option that lets you just go straight into either playing as Mario or Luigi and not having the latter tied completely to just to having to beat the game first with the other. I mean, the one thing that, like, also kind of adds to, making this game kind of fatiguing to 100%, if you're starting completely from scratch, mind you, is that you do essentially have to play through the game twice, dealing with the exact same stars. Just the difference is that you have a character who runs slightly faster, jumps slightly higher, but has, like... has less traction on his feet. Me as a kid, I didn't even mind that, you know? Just because I was so in love with this game right up until Galaxy 2, and I was like, oh man, is like that game, but even better. Sup, Gags? We're getting things off started with a great fucking video game, and with, And with not the character you would expect me to start at, considering I've been playing as Mario for the past couple games, going with the superior playable character, I think, in this. Harder to control, but man, like, that extra jump height adds to, like, some pretty fun gravity shenanigans that I think that, like, only Luigi can easily get up to. What I'm saying is that Luigi is the speedrunner's choice. There we go. Ah. But yeah, it's the sort of thing where, like, as much as, like, I like Galaxy 2 a lot more, especially with how it has the same amount of stars as this, but, like, the remaining 120 stars are actually different. I do still wish that they had, like, an option kind of similar to this, but more improved, where it was, like, you could just start Galaxy 2 from minute 1 as Luigi instead of having to, like, unlock him at the halfway point. In fact, thinking about it more, in, like, that hypothetical scenario where we all wish that we got an Odyssey 2 with, like, more refined platforming challenges and new locales. Another thing I'd like to add to that, if that were to have ever existed, playable Luigi. Because who doesn't appreciate that? Surprisingly, I'm not having too much trouble, like, getting readjusted to the specifics of how Galaxy plays, funny enough. Like, after spending, like, a whole 6 streams on Sunshine, you know, getting really acquainted again with that game's depth and its moveset. I was kind of expecting to feel something along the lines of negative going back to this, because I knew mechanics were simplified and that I would feel it in some way to the touch. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, the thing that ultimately, like, helps excuse a lot of the simplification to, like, your movement mechanics is the fact that, like, this was the 3D Mario game that started to make the transition point into having more serious obstacle course style level design in a 3D space, as opposed to just the big exploration areas first and then figure out, like, a platforming challenge out of it. I still miss the very quick and easy to do side flips. Like, that was a bit jarring when I tried, like, just practicing for a few minutes, like, before stream to get reacquainted. Just, wow. They really overcorrected to try and make sure you don't do any accidental side flips, and the result is, like, you basically have no reliable way to quickly get them out aside from just go forward, like, let the stick return to neutral, then hit the opposite direction. But hey, it's cool. You get, like, it's either in this game or Galaxy 2 or both, but it's like you do a backflip jump that has, like, way more forward momentum than you would anticipate for a move like that.
Look.
It's fun thinking about all, like, the movement specifics and how it has, like, changed and evolved and regressed and all manner of things in this entire series. Yes, I will. Okay. Off to the good egg galaxy. You know, this is a disappointing hub, and, like, I always say this as much about, like, the Comet Observatory, but it's the disappointment mainly is just because I feel like that like it's coming directly after Delfino Plaza, and like on the surface you see these hubs and they are similar in the sense that it's not like how it is in Peach's Castle where it's like a lot of like interior rooms separated by doors. Like Delfino Plaza was a goddamn like sandbox. It was so fun to just move around and find all like the hidden stuff that was in there, and like between like shines and blue coins and whatnot. And here it's just like, yeah, it's a very large open space, but there's so little of interest in the same way that Delfino had. I think one big part of it, like having thought about it more, like why that is partly for the same reason why I think like the Starship Mario in Galaxy 2 does a better job of being a hub, even though it is similarly lacking in like interesting things to like explore and dig up. And that's entirely because, well, like the starship itself is so much smaller, and at the same time it is also a sphere. It is like you boot up the game at any point, you are greeted minute 1 with like with what the game is most proud of, which is its whole gravity planetoid system. What the hell was I doing? Oh yeah. Hey, you know what I totally forgot was a thing you could do in this game, especially with the spin? You could crouch and spin, and you just like do like a little spinny kick. Yeah, it's like you get so much more used to like how the game feels as far as like being simple in its mechanics that you also forget that there's like weird like extras or nuances in this. Like, I completely forgot, and that the manual even mentions it, that you could shake the nunchuck and it also counts as a spin. It does. Like, that is absolutely the case. And look at that, like, that was easy enough to do as Luigi. If I was Mario, I would have had to, like, get myself lined up there and then, like, wall jump off and use, like, a spin to cut my momentum and reorient myself the other way. Okay, now we're just completely entering this through the other way. Like, this is what I love about playing as Luigi in this game, and why I think it's definitely a good reason to like not shit on this game for like being a step back, like some people we know. I mean, whatever. Even that, we're both on agreement that Galaxy 2 is better than this. You know, it is like the ideal sequel in that regard. What more could you want? Alright. Oh yeah, another fun detail about, like, how, like, weird mechanical touches that you forget are even a thing in this game. Having actual height variance in your spin jumps if you are holding the A button or not. Like, let's actually take a look at this, just to put it on the record. I'm going to jump and then spin. Like, yeah, so about, like, up to that 6th brick we got about. Like, the top of Luigi's hat, the top of that, the top of the 6th row. Now let's see what happens when I hold. Like, that's a whole extra brick. I'll be honest, I can't even remember if I had clued into the fact that that was a mechanic in this game when I used to play this a lot between 2007 and 2010. I don't think I did. Like, if I didn't, like if I never realized that you could do the spin while crouching, or with the nunchuck, then it's like, man, there's so much that, like, I completely missed. And I only found out that these were things because of, like, just recently watching a bunch of Mario speedruns. because I spent a lot of time watching a lot of Mario 64 speedruns, and I think I had only ever seen one Sunshine speedrun in my life, and it was from like SGDQ 2013. And look at that, we could just completely bypass talking to that Luma. Yeah, this game is still great. Simplicity aside, they still did very good, especially considering like that this was the Wii era, and just like, even though like it would later get overrun a bit by like Nintendo's kind of over patronization with some of its games, like not really like touching or expecting much of the player to accomplish or discover things on their own. All right. And motion controls are still good in this. It is just one of those things where it feels so hard to like have any like real legit complaints about as far as like how it functions. Huh, got him on the rebound. And again. There we go, finally. Yeah, Ouija time. Welcome, Queen. It's a good time over here in the Good Egg Galaxy. With this incredibly orchestrated Mario music. At least I think... I forget if it was this game where it started or it only started in, like, Galaxy 2. I want to say it was this, because I remember there being, like, especially high praise from people about the soundtrack back in the day. Part of it, admittedly, I think coming from the group of people that were, like, kind of snobbishly thinking that Nintendo still using MIDI for their music was somehow, like undeniably worse than if it were done with an orchestra. Even though I think it doesn't matter, yeah, so what if it's MIDI? Sound fonts improve in, like, quality and sound as they are developed and changed over time. Like, it's totally fine. But I just know that one of the Galaxy games, like the orchestral part hit home pretty hard. And just showed that, yeah, even with, like, real instruments, Koji Kondo be fucking flexing. And bye-bye, Dino Piranha. Just pick up all these remaining star bits. Such a feel-good time. Yes, I will. Okay. Man, after, like, the fairly lengthy, like, intro level, which may or may not have been because of me stopping to kind of show off some mechanics and whatnot, I'm hoping I can still get a pretty decent amount of stars on this, like, on this first session. Though I would not be surprised if by the end of this, it's like it'll still take me about 2 weeks to finish playing through this with, like, 120 stars as Luigi. Just because that kind of brisk pace that you get with, like, Mario 64 in order to complete it is something that, like, I'm just not going to be able to replicate with any of these games. Because it's like they're just because they just need to have like cutscenes at the beginning and characters talking to you to explain like important stuff. It's a bit of a shame, but whatever. I can deal with it. At least with this game, unlike Sunshine, I'm not gonna need a walkthrough in order to like get some specific collectibles that will allow me to like complete the game 100%. Like this is just like I still generally remember like what the triggers are for like getting some of the secret galaxies and stars. You know, like when those events happen. So like it's all gonna be fine. Oh, hold on. There we go. I actually wanted to show that off. Actually, let's see, because I'd seen this in a speedrun. I want to see if I can pull this off, or if I'm just like completely wrong on the theory. Oh no, I almost had it. Okay. Yeah, just as a fun skip. Ah, damn it. Nah, actually, I think there's like another part of the equation I'm missing, but I don't care. I'm not a speedrunner. I don't do this normally. I was just kind of inspired by like just watching old GDQ runs and just see like a Luigi playthrough of this game and realizing, oh man, his jump height and speed really does let him get away with shit that you just can't do as Mario. Okay. Gotta make sure we get enough star bits, of course. You know, it's another great thing I also remember about this game and Galaxy 2? Just the feeling of being like, man, like, my amount of, like, complaints about the 3D camera being uncooperative, like, barely register in this. Because they actually did a good job of alleviating most of the problems. You know, you just got, like, these small planetoids. They design a lot of, like, sections of levels where like it's giving you like a side-eye view because it's absolutely necessary for progression, and it's fine. There we go, 100. We got it exactly. Let's go. All right. Forced feeding time. There we go. Oh man, just God, what else is there to say? I guess I could still try and see if I can remember like other things I remember being unique in this game's favor, even compared to the first Galaxy, because as much as I do go on about like how I do think like the sequel was just like absolutely better in like practically every meaningful way, there are like minor touches about like how things are done in this game that I do kind of appreciate regardless. And I think mainly to do with that is just like the kind of color palette and the ambience of the game, how it usually is, because it's like the whole theme of both Galaxy games is that it's Mario in space. Obviously, it's a very exaggerated, cartoony depiction of space that, with a lot of instances and liberties taken to, like, not adhere to how things actually operate in space. But just like the color palette and lighting of like the skybox or whatever, it gives you the sense that, yeah, you are like in space. It's like the general atmosphere that he tries to go for is like the starry night sky. And in Galaxy 2, it's like, because they knew like what the game was best at, and the fact that like a lot of levels that people like are ones that don't even adhere to the space aesthetic. They were like, yeah, screw it. Everything's brightly lit, crazy colored skyboxes. Who cares if it doesn't make realistic sense? There we go. Shortcut. Oh. Okay, I gotta remember just to, like, again, jump height is different when you're Luigi. It can be a bit confusing sometimes. There we go, there's the star. In fact, we're so good and we understand how to manipulate gravity in this that we don't even need to get those shards. God, don't you just love that? Don't you just love it when you have, like, levels or even, like, small portions of levels like that where it's like, you can clearly see the intended solution. But sometimes it's like they leave like a gaping hole somewhere, and instead of patching it up, they're just like, they actively encourage you, if you have like the capacity to even like think outside the box, to just take advantage of it. Alright. Alright, let's get the last star for now in Good Egg. Alright, King Caliente. Oh yeah. Oh hey, remember that triple jump skip that I was able to do to get onto the roof of the house? Yeah, what if we did that again just so that we actually have like a faster way of getting to our goal? Which means I can cram in more stars to collect for this session. So let's fucking do that. Oh. Too close, too close. Gotta head back. No. Oh crap. Okay. Jeez, maybe that first one was a bit of a fluke. Who knows? Okay. Yeah. It's still safer to like try and do like a spin jump while holding A just to get that extra height. All right. There we go. First one. Oh, I see a pokey. And there's the, nailed it. Got him. So right now, I'm definitely seeing what speedrunners are talking about with this game, and how like one minor thing that's an improvement in Galaxy 2 is how like whenever like those stars appear, the ones where you have to shake and then in order to launch yourself. Like it's the sort of thing where like there's like a 2-second warm-up period once they spawn where you cannot use them at all. But when it came to Galaxy 2, they just made it so that once a launch star is active, like on screen, it immediately counts as active and usable. That's the idea. Now look at this. Just jump over these electric hazards to completely get around navigating that maze. All right. Ah, goody. More airships. Got it. Man, and this game still looks so good. Even when it's in SD, in 480i, and 4x3. Because, goddammit, I am committed to my stream aesthetic. But it is the sort of thing where it is just, like, bringing me back, it feels like, to 2007, 2008. You know, like that time in my life. Go. Yeah, just gotta do what is tradition in a lot of Nintendo bosses. You gotta play ping pong with a boss's attack. There we go. Didn't miss a shot. Didn't get hit by the blue fire. That's all good. And we're done with this galaxy for now. We'll be back, obviously, because I'm sure you all remember what this game has as far as like extra stars to make you come back to old galaxies. Oh boy, we're gonna have things to say about prankster comments. I can tell you that. Cool. It's been a good start to this week, I think, because like starting this game again has been part of that. But also, I kind of got on my mind lately, just recently seeing, seeing stuff being posted about someone having found like the old Duke Nukem Forever 2001 build, like back when it was on Unreal Engine, and is apparently planning to leak that shit next month, which is like, I mean, announcing it like this is probably a surefire way to not get it leaked anymore. But I mean, whatever. Good luck. But that's always fun for me because, man, like few things excite me more these days than seeing like legendary versions of like old games, like previous versions of them. Like, just seeing that stuff get leaked and put out into the wild is pretty great. Similarly with how it was like, you know, when Dinosaur Planet, like the N64 version, like a build of that just got leaked. I mean, you couldn't play all the way through it because it had a lot of like crashes and whatever. But I mean, it was still cool to see. Curious to see how that turns out. In the meantime, like, I got a friend of mine coming over on Wednesday. Since our workplace, since we work at the same place and we don't have work on Wednesdays, we're gonna like do some stuff with like like cleaning up some of the contacts on my N64 cards, and especially seeing if maybe there's a way to salvage like the Mario Kart 64 and F-Zero X carts that I have because they just do not boot. Oh yeah, haven't drawn much attention to it right now. We're a B. It's an okay power-up in this game, I suppose. I think this is the sort of thing where, with the combination of, like, this power-up and this galaxy, I do feel does highlight a core reason for why I say Galaxy 2 is, like, a far superior, game compared to this. Also, spinning on that to launch myself, yeah, if you watch me play Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, you'll surely recognize where that came from. But it's just the sort of thing where, in the pantheon of, like, all the 3D Mario games, like, extending from, like, 64 at the beginning to Odyssey, like, as the current, you know? It's like... Okay, good. I remember that there was the secret stash. Got those coins as well. Is that, like, depending on the type of game, they're going to split, like, some amount of difference between priorities on, like, skill-based platforming challenges or, like, pure, like, navigational exploration, I feel is the idea. I feel like with the bee suit and Honey Hive Galaxy kind of as like the intro point for that is like it's there. I feel to kind of show like that the developers at least think that there's a strong enough like sense of that navigational exploration that previous games had. But the problem is that like it doesn't hold up as well as it does in those two games because we're dealing with like a Mario game with, like, way more simplified platforming mechanics. You know, because, like, let's break it down. Like, not even as far as, like, making specific comparisons to previous entries yet. Just listing what we have, you know? You got your walking and running as you do. You have your jump. You have your triple jump. You have wall kicks. Then there's the side flips and backflips. Like, that's basically the core of it. That's not counting the stuff that would have been, like, that had previously existed in earlier games, like the forward dive, or like the punch and kick combos that you had in Mario 64. Or the spin, or like the original spin jump as it was in Sunshine. Because, yeah, we have a spin jump like this, but it's not the same. Like, spin jump in Sunshine felt more like the developers' attempt at trying to, like, do a faithful translation of what, like, the Super Mario World spin jump would be like in 3D. Hey, Captain Toad. Man, it's certainly... like, he doesn't have the exact same full attire as he does by the time of, like, 3D World. But man, it's like I almost forgot that this particular Toad had existed as far back as 2007. They just expanded on his role until they eventually were able to give him his own game. Which is a pretty fun little, like, puzzly game, I guess. I struggle to call a platformer because you don't jump in it. You know, but I liked it enough. Luigi. It does have a nice ring. Glad you noticed. Alright. We'll do that. Whew. Ah, Mail Toad. That's not for me. That's for him. See, even he notices that. Sure. It's funny too because yeah, like it's kind of insane that they thought to like both not change who the letter is addressed to and simultaneously address the fact that you, Luigi, are receiving a letter that is meant for your brother. But I think the more funny part is like quite a few galaxies later, when we get to where we normally are introduced to Luigi as an NPC, because it is incredible. Actually, hold on. Just to mix things up. Let's switch things up. But yeah, just thinking again about with like the beast suit, it's like it's kind of like in the lower half of like power-ups in this game for me, but like and not like in a way where it's terrible. It's certainly better than the Spring Mario power-up. But then again, anything in this game is better than the Spring power-up. And I'm generally tolerable enough and like know how to like control it pretty well. But it's not especially fun considering just the way that like it limits your already like limited moveset even further. Okay, here we go. In the tutorial on how to ride this manta ray. I mean, I know how to turn left. You would think I would not need to also show that I can turn right, but I mean, whatever. This was 2007 Nintendo. The Wii and DS Lite were out. Like, they kind of had this in their head that they had to be, like, extra hand-holdy. Which is an unfortunate downside considering that I think there's, like, a good number of, like a good number of first-party games from them during this time that I'd say I still liked better than even what they had on GameCube. Mostly, it focused around like the Galaxy games compared to Sunshine, and as well, I guess for me, like Metroid Prime, but 3 over 2. But yeah, this isn't really hard to control. Ooh. Oh, wow, that I got a bit close there. Oh, yeah, one thing that you can do in this that the tutorial doesn't teach you. Flicking up does make you jump. It doesn't really do much in this instance. Alright. But we finished. Just a little over a minute. It's fine. Yeah, it's not a bad diversion. But again, like just like everything in Galaxy 2, like even like the one-off diversion levels and that do a better job of like keeping interest. But yeah, because yeah, you could expect to see this manta ray thing get reused in other places. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think we'll be able to like. I think we will be able to clear out the first pass of this dome before the hour. At least I hope so. It'll be close. If I can get like a first pass done, or at least close to that of like the first 2 domes on the observatory, I think that'll be like a good start. Because I would definitely like this playthrough to not take nearly as long as Sunshine 100% did. But it still probably won't be done in the exact same amount of sessions like in like with 64. Unless I just decide, because I am so motivated by this game, to like extend my sessions by like an extra hour so I can get more in. Alright, let's head over this way. At least the star for this kingdom, I think, is like pretty alright because it is a lot less focused on like just highlighting, hey, we have a new power up, and it's just more like, yeah, just climb this for the majority as Luigi himself. That was a smooth transition. Oh, yeah. Oh! Yeah, that is always, like, pure fun in the Galaxy games, no matter what. Is when you are on these specific series of small planetoids, that, like, you can find the spots where, like, a long jump will take you a surprisingly long way. Just because you figured out how to, like, manipulate gravity and, like, the general trajectory of things. Like, that always feels great. And look at that! We just skipped another part of the platforming gauntlet. All because Luigi is the best in this game. In Galaxy 1, and I'm pretty sure Galaxy 2 as well, he is the superior brother of choice. All the more reason why 3D Mario games really need to get back to, like this idea of having Luigi as an extra playable. Like, I don't, like, just those two. I don't need them to go all the way crazy and, like, go all Super Mario Bros. 2 on us by having Peach and Toad as well. Or any other extra playable characters. Like, just these two. You know? Just have Mario for the side that, like, wants, like, the most traditional, like, true intended experience. And then give us Luigi for when we want to have that extra jump height and, like, other fancy ways to, like, circumvent challenges through skillful platforming. Oh, look at that. Hungry Luma appeared. I know what that means. Sup, buddy? Yeah, I do. I'll open up. Henshin! No, he did not turn into a Kamen Rider. He turned into an entire galaxy. Oh, this is fun. Yeah, I've always vividly remembered this galaxy just because of, like, the insane, like, at this early point in the game, insanely different, like, visual motif it has going on. As well as this old school music from, like, Mario Bros. 3. Oh yeah, I should collect those. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. No, 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 no. Oh, God. Whew. Yeah, I would also say that this is, like, if you thought it was, like, very difficult to get into a situation where you could, like, reasonably die in the first 2 galaxies, in this game, not games, like, I feel like this is the one where I remember, like, dying a good couple of times early because I was just mistiming, like, my jumps and angles because of this whole moving platform stuff. This is cool. This is like, you look at this is basically giving you the first glimpse of what the, like, EAD Tokyo would have eventually clued into as far as what worked with the Galaxy games, and then just build Galaxy 2 almost entirely around levels like this. It's pretty great. And a star yet. And that's 8. Alright, now we got the rest of the galaxies open in the first dome. So we can go and clear that out. Mm-hmm, you did. Oh, that's fine. We'll get 2 more stars, one from here and then the last one here, and then we'll finally take on the final level. Okay. And this is another pretty simple one, but also it's the sort of thing where you look at it. Yeah, just look at this freaking skybox. Like, this is the sort of thing where it's like, yeah, the space motif no longer means anything in this context. It is basically, like, the best excuse for them to, like... Hold on. Yeah, like this is essentially, like, the best excuse that they want to just have all kinds of levels, regardless of, like, how much sense they might make in a realistic space, so to speak. And I'm pretty sure, like, a big reason for why that is because some of the people that worked on this had to have worked on the Floodless levels in Galaxy, in Sunshine, you know, because that was where you just had, like, these kind of gauntlet levels in a void. And you just had nothing but your pure platforming skills to get through. Turns out sometimes it's a good idea to just, like, take that concept and, like, focus the majority, if not all, of your game around that. And I'd say it worked by the time they got to Galaxy 2. But even as it is now, this is still fun, despite being clearly obvious that this is like a transitional game, as I'd call it. Or at least is as much a transitional game for the 3D Mario series as it is like a first test, I suppose. Kind of in the same way that the more I thought about it, Odyssey kind of feels that way as well. Which is funny considering that the whole point is that it was going back to that sort of... like, it was going back to, like, the concept of, like, more exploratory levels, like in 64 and Sunshine. But just the way they went about, like, making all those levels and, like, the content and the challenges that existed therein, it's the sort of thing where, like, it's why I lament that they have not gone out of their way to, like, announce or make a Odyssey 2 in the almost 5 years since that game. Because it's the sort of thing where, like, it could have, if they just did it, it would have its Galaxy 2 moment, as it were. Because here you look at it and it's like, yeah, okay, you can see the workings of a game that could be one of the greatest of all time. But what this game ends up being ultimately is that it is still just pretty great. You know, it's just like not at that full extra level that it could be, because there's a lot of them, of what feels like them just trying to figure shit out. You know, like between like simplifying and reducing Mario's toolset to something that like would not lead to the kind of frustrations you see people have with Mario Sunshine, even though I think that's not really a fault of the game itself so much as it is just people needing to get used to that and having the skill to use Mario correctly in that game. But just doing that, like trying different level design techniques and like camera placements and like the whole gravity thing. Like you can understand like clearly why Nintendo generally for 3D Mario has tried to stick to the general rule of like they want to have like a singular game per console that they put out that is like defining and complete. But sometimes not every single game feels entirely like that. Like not every 3D Mario game they put out is on the same level as 64 or Galaxy 2. You know? Even when it's like really good, it's still missing something. Alright. Last phase. Okay, and got him. Yeah, that was easy. Yeah, not a problem at all. And that's it. We're done with Honey Hive for the time being. Yeah, now I'm starting to remember, like, I think generally the way I enjoyed, like, going about 100%ing this game, like, getting all the stars, is that, like, if I could help it, I would try and, like, mix up, like, there's so few stars per galaxy that it's, like, I don't feel nearly as, like, pressured to do what I do in, like, Sunshine or 64, where as soon as I get to a new world, I just put I just focus on that one world and get all like the primary stars that I need, and then move on to the next one. This one, like, I don't feel so bad about like hopping back and forth between them, especially because of how this game has the prankster comets, and the way it works in this compared to how they did it in Galaxy 2 kind of necessitates you needing to go back and forth because they decided to make them semi-random. Yeah, Galaxy 2 had the better idea of it's like, no, you find the specific medal that unlocks them in said galaxy, then you go into then you get to like a specific point in the game and complete it so that it unlocks the prankster comets, and then it will, hold on, there we go, and then eventually it will like unlock the comet permanently for you to challenge on that galaxy. Like, it's a much better system in that regard. Alright. Hey, kid. Thank goodness they decided not to give you any more voiced lines after that last game. Even though you're still clearly the same voice actor. Alright. I like this boss, as simple as it is, for obvious reasons, you know? Like the thing that expects you to do to beat it is, like, simple. But I like just the scale of this thing and that you're climbing up it because it has its own field of gravity. And even with its size and whatever, this game is still optimized to keep it running at 60 FPS. That really should be important to note. That, like, it really was a big deal, I feel like, that this was the first 3D Mario game where they were like, no, let's actually make this game 60 FPS instead of capping it to 30 at the last minute like we did with Sunshine. Because we wanted to go crazy with all, like, these different water effects that the GameCube allowed us to do. And there we go. Grand Star achieved. Hell yeah. Oh, this game is so good. It is such a joy. All the 3D Mario games are like a joy to some degrees. Some are able to, like, maintain that joy, like, throughout, like, the entirety of their run, and others it kind of comes in peaks. Okay.
Look.
Ah, yes. The exact center of the universe. Give or take 50 feet. Yeah, it's a different game, but I still love that joke. Yeah, I'm fine. I know my way around this place. Alright. Up next, the fountain. Oh, let's see if I can pull this off. Yep! Luigi still got it. Mario can't do that shit. Just triple jump. It's a spin jump. Not even needing to use that little warp. God bless it. Okay, Space Junk Galaxy. Oh yeah, and it's like, it's not this first star, but I think it is, later on we'll get access to a star that allows us to branch off to a secret star. Because I think of this one thing I do remember with this game is that, like, yeah, there are some stars where like you have to find them within an existing episode. But to its credit, they don't hide it behind, like, very obscure, like, concepts. It becomes very easy to, like, see, like, where the split is. In most cases, I believe it is the result of whether or not, like, there's a hungry Luma. Oh man, but pole stars though. You know what's funny? Like, because I've been watching a bunch of Mario speedruns recently, because playing these games again got me in the mood. Just Mario on the brain all the time. That, like, for some reason, I had forgotten that Galaxy 2 even had pole stars still. Like, my memory of that game is that it was, like, so much more focused on the platforming and, like, so brisk by comparison to this game as it is sometimes, that it legit felt like... Okay. I legit thought that they had excised pole stars from Galaxy 2 entirely, but no, there are still some places where they still exist. But yeah, this is definitely a game where it's like, as part of that first, like, that feeling of them just still trying to, like, figure out what works really well with their new tools. They did come up with, like, a lot of, like, mechanics and, like, gimmicks or whatever that, admittedly, do err on the slower side of things. You know? Like, I was reminded that there was, that this game does have a bit where you have to put Mario, or Luigi in this case, in a bubble and then blow it in a direction by pointing the Wii remote. And it's like, yeah, maneuvering a bubble, like, through a maze of hazards. Totally what I want in my skill-based dexterous platformer. But I mean, it's whatever. It controls fine enough. I can't really complain too much. Like, compared to, like, the 3D platformer genre as a whole, like, yeah, I absolutely cannot. It's only when Next to Galaxy do I go, okay, this has to go a bit more of the scrutiny, because they did just make everything about this type of Mario game that much better on every mechanical level. Oh, fuck. Well, first death of the game. You got to see it right there. Thank goodness for automatic checkpoints. That's definitely one thing they changed in the sequel, where they were like, hey, let's make the checkpoints more like how it would be like in a Mario World or like the new Super Mario Brothers game. Just like hit a mini flag, and that does it. Hold on, I'm gonna be a bit daring. No! First death was entirely accidental. Second was like, I was doing something incredibly stupid because I thought Luigi's long jump would carry him, plus a spin at the end, but I was a fool. Okay, so let's just get these like we would normally, while also still dealing with, like, Luigi's slippery momentum. Because that's the price you pay for superior top speed and jump height. Okay. There we go. God, again, it's like I keep thinking just how it's like it's a weird, neat but cool detail that, like, you can shake the nunchuck to also do like a spin. And I feel like that there are, like, places where that might be, like, advantageous to do so, especially if you're doing stuff that requires the pointer in a specific spot. But I almost just never, like, my muscle memory still, like, interprets this game as being like, no, you shake the Wii remote to spin. That's how it is meant to be. I can't get myself to think of trying the alternative. Alright. Now for another motion control bit. Gotta, I guess, do our own take of Super Monkey Ball, except we're on the outside of the ball. And this delightful music gracing us once again. Yep. Hold it straight up and then just tilt. Again, a motion that actually works surprisingly well. And people that complain about it as being bad are clearly just doing it because they cannot handle anything that's different from tradition. The tradition of the limited modern gamepad. I make that comment somewhat facetiously, but at the same time, I also feel like I am, in some ways, right about that, because god damn it, man. Like, I get that, like, we figured out, like, how to, like, make, like, good controller layouts that are sufficient enough for, like, a wide variety of different types of games. But, oh, no. Get in the hole, thank you. Ugh. But it's like, it has been, like, treated as, like, a gold standard for so long that, like, even now, and even back when, like, the Wii was, like, relevant, I had always felt like there's a point where, like, emphasizing, like, a standard input method was, like, starting to become something of a detriment because people lost sight of the idea that like you take the controls that you're given and like rather than use what is the standards to like base your game around and then build the mechanics around, like traditionally you should come up with like the mechanics for your game, ideally unique ones, and then if you can make unique controls that like back it up. Instead, you just had like a lot of homogenization with people just being like, nope, this is the proper controller, this is how it should be, and this is how games should be designed that use this for certain genres. Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here and I'm just like, motherfucker, bring back 6 face buttons. I'm especially right on that, because if you even think about it, if controllers these days actually did have 6 face buttons at the standards, then we wouldn't have, like, that awkward problem that we have when it comes to emulating N64 games, where it's like people have to clumsily map the C buttons to the right analog stick, and who and why would anyone do that? The C buttons with how they're arranged combined with A and B basically make for 6 buttons on like the face of the controller. All right, now then, time for the prankster comments. Which, like, these are the kind of challenges that are definitely a source of like the game actually having something resembling a challenge. Admittedly, this speedrun starting out is not too bad. Especially since we can still do a lot of like the same tricks as Luigi to speed things up a bit. Oh, come on. Damn it. Ooh, got it. Yeah, so there's the way the comment system works in this is a bit weird, because it's like the way it's set up, you would think it is the kind of challenge that might be where it, like you only have like one comet star, and it's a different type of comet's effect depending on like the galaxy and like its goals, as it were. That's technically true at the start, but then there's like a second type of comet that later shows itself. And it's the sort of thing where I feel like even Galaxy 2 kind of, I want to say they got rid of that notion and we're like, no. There's only like one comet star per galaxy. That's the rule. Instead, it's the sort of, here with this game, it's like your first comet star is always going to be like a different effect specific to the galaxy, and then the second one is purple coins. It's collect 100 purple coins. That's the whole thing for every galaxy. And some of those are like can be the most challenging ones of the game, but as you can imagine, having that be like the same format, especially when it's like you're more likely to start doing the purple coin stuff like in post game, like after you beat Bowser, after you beat the final Bowser encounter for the first time. So you could imagine like the process of going through all that may be a bit repetitive. But I don't mind like these things like existence because you know, I'm all for more reasons to like have developers come up with ways to like mix things up with already existing content, you know? So why not have like a speedrun challenge? Why not have a challenge where you race through the level against a shadow clone of yourself? How about a comet that makes all enemies in the or the entire level speed up by ×2? Or another one where you only have 1 hit point and you have to get through it without getting touched, which is some of the most like intense, nerve-wracking fucking challenges to go for in this game. More than some of the specific purple coin challenges. Like it's crazy. And it's a shame too that there isn't that like no, oh, I jumped away too soon. Damn it. No, the angle's not good anymore. Fine. I'll take the stupid light bridge. There we go. But yeah, it's just like the sort of thing with this game is like, as joyful as it is, as good as it still feels to move around in this as Mario and Luigi, it's still important to clarify that like this game is very easy. It is very easy for the majority of its run, with only like specific stars cropping up where it actually ramps up some manner of like meaningful challenge. Which again is another thing that Galaxy 2 alleviates. Like they kind of understood better at that point. They were like, no. We're making a direct sequel to a game that we presume plenty of people have already played and like gotten a good handle of. We can tighten up the challenge now. All right. There we go. Oh yeah, and here's a tutorial if where the game feels like, you know, maybe if you hadn't clued into the idea that you can use the spin in midair to gain extra, to maintain your height and extra forward movement. You know, just a thought. Oh, nice! I spin attacked that Magic Koopa right as it came out of its teleport. That was sick. Nice. There we go. We got those. Yep. Want to get this pole star so I can get down in here to a secret stash. You can never have too many star bits in this game. Unless you're a speedrunner, in which you try to finish each level, or most of the levels, without any star bits in your inventory. Because watching them get deposited, even if it's just one, takes extra time for them. Because, yeah, that's how priorities are for speedrunners. I'm no longer surprised by any of it. here we go. Boss time. Camellia. Okay, come on. Throw out a shell. Got it? Yeah, we just gotta keep doing this for 2 more hits. As is the norm for Nintendo bosses. Okay. And 3rd hit. Not that hard. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is good progress so far. Oh, we got another prankster comet as well. Yes, we know the enemy base is there, but we're not going there yet. You know me, I am a very thorough completionist. If something shows up in like an earlier section that I can now do, I will absolutely go out of my way to do it. And this time it's a blue prankster comet, which is the Cosmic Comet. And this is where we have to race against our shadow. Oh yeah, one thing I should also mention about like the comet stars in this that is ultimately nice. When you do complete the comet star, if you want to like challenge it again, you don't have to wait for the comet to pass over. It just shows up on the episode list. Alright, here he is. Ah, come on. Damn it. You know, I might do something bold. I don't know. No! Oh, shit. I kind of had the right idea, but it just wasn't enough. God damn it. I was worried about trying to do any long jumps that would have, like, caused me to collide with my clone. Because that's, like, there's kind of a problem. Also, just the problem of, like, your forward momentum stopping. God damn it. Ah, shit. Oh my god, I forgot just how much harder this is as Luigi. I swear, because it's like, I don't think it's the same. I don't think your clone as Luigi takes the same route that Mario does. Ah, crap. This might be still bad. Because this dude's still ahead. Oh, come on. No, I've lost. Fuck this. I refuse to see him win, so I self-terminate instead. Whatever, I've got 40 plus lives. I can take it. These lives are going to be reset anyway once I turn the game off and start it again another time, so what does it matter? Oh! Okay, that does something. Ah, crap, he's still... Okay, no, never mind. We got it. We got it. Eat shit, you faker. Oh, fuck off. This is what hubris does to people. Learn from it. Alright, we'll try this again. God. Fucking damn it. Yeah, so what I was talking about with this game largely being easy. I forgot that this was not part of the easy sections. Cosmic Clone Races with Luigi are way more difficult compared to Mario. Man, you know what I'm really missing now? More than ever? The forward dive that you can do in the air. Fuck, no. Huh? Oh my god, that's how they expect you to, like, turn it around. Wow, I completely forgot. They actually programmed that clone to eat shit in the honey and just, like, get stuck for, like, a few seconds. Man, what did I even have to worry about with that race? Like, come on. Thinking I was gonna have to pull out all the stuff, and it's like, nah, they literally designed it so that you're mostly behind right up until that last point, and then you pull through, because Nintendo loves its rubber banding, either dynamically and annoyingly, or in a scripted, in a way that's scripted, I guess. God, that was... alright. Now we can go back here. We got 16 stars. Oh, look at that! Another comet. Fancy that. Polestar Path Speedrun, right. Yeah, we can do this fast. Alright. Time to go fast. Let's go. Ooh, landed right onto the star piece itself. That was slick. I didn't plan for that, but that looked nice. Yeah, but like so far, as far as like these speedy comets, like the time limits to work with are nothing. Okay, good. Oh, nice. I didn't expect that to actually line up the way it did, but I'm glad it did. Shot him right as he was midair and landed on top of me, but because he was in the stun state, he just immediately exploded. That felt good. And there we go. We got 2.5 minutes to grab these silver stars, which we will hopefully not fall off. Alright. Carefully move along these pathways with our slippery momentum. Everything is still good. Nice. Yeah, now I'm just remembering even more about like the whole Comet Metal challenges in Galaxy 2 and just how much more refined those were. It's still really just the part where it is like once like it's unlocked for that stage, it's like you don't have to try and get it on a timer or anything like that, you know? Like it's not something that's gonna cycle through on the world map until you do another task or something. It is. Yeah. Definitely have like made note about that. Yeah, like between that and like the bigger cropping of like linear obstacle courses is definitely a big part in this favor, and the fact that they managed to just push those ideas even further in the sequel is like that wild. Alright, here we go. We got ourselves our first star in the game that actually has a path that diverges to a secret star if you want, but we're gonna focus on doing it the intended way for right now. Yeah, you see that Hungry Luma right there. And you see that launch star right underneath the ice. Yeah, that already tells you where the split in this route is. We could feed him, but that'll be for another time. It's all good. There we go. Didn't quite see that. Okay, admittedly, I feel like I say 99% of the time the camera is, like, infinitely better, like, than the previous Mario games and, like, has fewer instances of, like, really struggling to see things clearly as far as, like, obstructions or perspective. I feel like the walls of, like, this inner part of the sphere is kind of, it's part of that 1% where it's still not quite there. We're still not at Odyssey yet at this point in time, when the camera had become so good in the 3D Mario game that you no longer even realized that, like, whether or not you were having problems with it, because it just worked. Alright. Here's this little gimmick. It's pretty neat. And it does a good job as well as with these enemies, like, foreshadowing what in particular is going to be waiting for us at the end of this. And... fire! Yep, got a big spider boss. Ow. What the hell? Yeah, we gotta hit its back. Hit its little butt. And then hit the three orbs on its underside. Line it up, and it's pretty easy, though it's not the end of the fight, obviously. I think because of how involved, like, the attack phase ultimately is, that, like, you kind of have to, I think it's like you only really have to like go through this twice. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh God, I completely forgot you could do that. Like with any of these bits that had toads stuck in them, they also count as a projectile. How did I completely forgot that was a detail in this game? That is awesome. God damn it, this game is great. Thank you, Toad, for the assist. Yeah, that's a pretty fun, simple boss fight. You know, by the standards of what you could really do, like in a 3D Mario game, it's a neat idea. Plus, it's using like the 2D perspective and like the gravity around the inside of that ring. Oh, look at that! We got ourselves a hungry Luma. Oh, yeah. You know, I'm definitely feeling the pace right now where I'm like, you know, I totally will just get all of the remaining stars that I can on this first pass. At least in the dome. Oh, good. Yeah, I do have enough for this Luma. Still feels weird thinking about it after all these years. That it's just like there's like a mechanic in this game where just the idea is you are having to force feed these star people who look like headless chickens with you know, like skinned headless chickens, so like with like beady eyes on their chest. Just force feeding them so that they can turn into planetoids or galaxies. It's weird. I'm not going to question it anymore. I mean, this game's idea of what space actually is pretty fucking out there. Oh, fuck. How was that angle off? Yeah, whatever. It's not a bad idea for a level, even if it isn't, like... Because, again, it works... The idea of it works well enough, like, as far as being, like, a diversion from, like, the main attractions, you know? Like, that's clearly how they approach, like, these, a good number of, like, these secret galaxies. That's how I see it. Again, my angle was off. What the hell? Oh, well. Thank God for all those lives. There we go. Third time's the charm. Ah, yeah. Thanks for the helpful arrow. God, like those cannonballs going in those patterns makes it feel like I'm trying to maneuver through like a bullet hell or something. Oof, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. No, I just realized what I need to do in order to, like, get that. Oh, yeah. There we go. God, I forgot how long this particular galaxy goes for. I forget if I'm gonna run out of... Nope! I still got it. That's good. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, right at the end. Just off by the slightest angle. God. Ugh. I forget. Is there a checkpoint or... Oh, it is. It does checkpoint you. Thank Christ. Okay. Yeah, we could do this again. Keep stocking up on all these star bits as well, because, you know, that'll be nice. Got just the noise being made from... I can't tell if that's this particular glob or Luigi himself. No, 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 please, please, please. Why? How am I being this bad at this particular galaxy right now of all things? Like, why is this happening? And it's like, I'm doing this entirely because I just want all these star bits. Oh, fuck, I forgot that it wears off. Ugh. Really showing my ass right now with this so-called easy game. God damn, I thought it was gonna... Jeez, I'm gonna have so many star bits coming out of this. It'll get me a good portion of the way to feeding the next Hungry Luma. There we go. Finally. All right. Thank God. That's done. It's fun when you get it, but man, yeah, it's... Ugh. That is definitely a galaxy that is prone to making you lose quite a few lives. And the reason for it is entirely all because of, like, how good you are at gauging angles and launch trajectories. Yeah, tonight's definitely gonna go for longer than 2 hours. Ah, damn it, I screwed it up again. Whatever. I somehow was able to, like, get that triple jump trick to work the first time. It's whatever. I'll just move on. I'll just use the light bridge just like a normal person would. Ah, yes, and see, now we're at the point where it's like it's telling you there is technically a secret star. Yeah, so it's like, if you're going through a certain stage the first time, you could get clued into the fact that, that there is a secret star by just paying attention to the environment, but if you just complete the star like you're normally supposed to, then on a return visit, that's when it goes, no, no, there's still something else, check again. And for this, we're obviously going to be needing a lot of star bits. Okay. I think with this guy, I think we have to get about like 50 or so. Which means we are going to have to go back under the ice. And then pick up some more star bits from the usual places. Yeah, I think that's good. God, this music is so calming. Like, that's another thing that adds to, like, the difference in ambiance between both Galaxy games. You know? For sure. Like, you can absolutely tell just by, like, whenever you whenever you play Galaxy 2, everything about, like, the visuals and, like, the soundtrack vibes or whatever is way more gung-ho about being like, fuck yeah, you're on a new Mario adventure. You know the drill. Get to it. And here it's just more like really making you appreciate the novelty of the fact that it's like, yo, you're Mario in space. Or Luigi in space, as I'm clearly showing. Also featured, sir not appearing in this game, Yoshi. Don't worry, he'll get his time. He'll get his time in the sequel, in which he becomes, like, the actual, like, no joke, I think, like, the best 3D implementation of that character ever, as far as how he controls. Because Sunshine is great in all, like, its movement mechanics and, like, how FLUDD works and adds to Mario's movement. Admittedly, I do feel like, in the grand scheme of that, like, Yoshi and Sunshine feels like the weak link. Because it's a bit awkward trying to, like, work, like, the physics of Mario Sunshine to, like, Yoshi's, like, typical movement, you know, with his flutters and whatnot. Combined with the fact that they somehow, like, had the dumb idea in their head that Yoshi's on Isle Delfino needed to be water-soluble. But in Galaxy 2, they fixed it so that Yoshi is now, like, non-water-soluble, and he has a pretty broken glitch in which you can infinite flutter jump. Yeah, Yoshi's a lot of fun in Galaxy 2. Alright. And, oh yeah, Battle Rock Galaxy. I remember this. Yeah, this stage is like... So much of it is just, as a lot of stages in this game, going from platform to platform. But I think this has like a pretty... This is the first level where you really get like a great sense of scale from what is presented to you. Even though that scale is being put towards like a space that you can't actively explore like you would in a Sunshine or Galaxy. But it's still cool to look at, especially with how everything about it like reacts to your progress in each star. Hold on, let's actually see if I can still do this. Ah, hold on. I think I wasn't close enough. No, hold on. Because there's supposed to be like a way to like do a triple jump that gets you high enough as Luigi. Ah. Stop my momentum. Hold on. Ah, damn it. Hold on. Ah, damn it. Fine, fine. I'll do it the normal way. I should stop trying to attempt speedrun strats that I have only seen once. And here we go. God, just look at this. Like, now the station's on high alert. The music's picking up. You know, it's a great mood. This soundtrack is so good. Alright. Even though this part of the level is just like standing on a moving platform. But just seeing all this and how good it looks on a system that like was not with parity with like the other systems that were available at the time, like the 360, the PS3. And it was doing all this while holding a 60 FPS. Like, God bless them. All right. We're getting near the end of this gauntlet. Right there. Okay, is there a, Right, bullet bills over there. And... Oh, damn it. I should have gotten rid of that first. God damn it. Whatever. There we go. Not bad. Okay. Yeah, we're still gonna have like a lot of stars to get out of the way for Battle Rock because we gotta do both the Oh wait, no, hold on. I was just remembering like some of the stars are still for much later on that galaxy, but we gotta do the two main ones that are remaining on that, plus get the comet to spawn, as well as the secret star that eventually shows itself. But I think we can do that. Yeah, I think I can manage for about like 2.5 hours. This game is good enough that I think it holds my attention and excitement long enough that I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't want to stop the stream early. I'll just keep going. All right. Ow. I long jumped over there just a bit too soon. Silly me. Oh yeah, but this is actually, I think, where we can, if we want to, we can get started on. Oh wait, no, never mind. I forgot. There's that Hungry Luma. Well. Ow. Oh. No, there might be a way. Yeah, when in doubt, just like throw these to get rid of all the chain chomps. Ah, damn it. It didn't collide. Shoot. Wait, oh wait, no, never mind. I just realized, duh, there's this. Yeah, Rainbow Star, bitches, let's go. God, you run so fast with the Rainbow Star. It's so great. Wait, how much do you need? Oh, it's only 30. I overshot by like twice. You know what? Actually, let's do things a bit out of order. Let's get the secret star out of the way since it's this early on. Just to show what that one's like. Alright. A new planet was born. It looks more like an installation than an actual planet, but who's asking? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll do it. I assume you'll compensate me accordingly with, I don't know, a star? Yeah, this isn't too bad. I want to say that there's like maybe like a spot later in the game where there's like an even harder version of this challenge. God, 1 second left. Holy crap. That's the closest I've ever had to go. And that's more or less like the strategy I remember doing with this particular garbage disposal, I guess we'll call it. So yeah, there's a secret star before the game actually told us that it was one. That's cool. So yeah, for as much more linear as like these 3D Mario games got, there were still moments like this where it was like if you knew what you were doing, you could totally get like a different star out of order in a galaxy. It has its moments. Okay, 2 more from here, plus the comet that will eventually spawn. Then that other bonus galaxy, and we can finally, I think we'll end things by like taking on Bowser. That should be good. Alright, let's do the break-in for real this time. Because it's very impressive when you go in there. Alright. Let's get a bomb. Bring it over to that Luma's cage and set it free. Oh wait, is that close enough? I think it is. Yes, it is. Blast radius on those things is very generous. I should never doubt them, honestly. Alright, here we go to the backside. Oh yeah, want to grab that life's health shroom for sure. Like stuff like this is the sort of thing where like, yeah, it is so automated, you just like traveling all this space effortlessly, but it's like I cannot care. It's so cool looking. Damn it, I'm trying to get up there. Yep, that's what I wanted before moving on. Now to get inside the station proper. Oh no, that Luma is trapped inside. We must free it. Alright. Now this is where it's gonna get good. At least if I remember it right. Yep, we got cannons again. And aimed with the pointer. Alright, we gotta do a second pass, obviously. But this'll work. Yeah! Oh, come on, come on, come on. Got it! And... bam! That's pretty great. Oop. Barely made it. All right. Oh, but that's not all. We still got one more thing to do with the cannons. On. Fire. Pretty cool way to finish a level, getting a star like that. Yeah, that's a fun one. Like, more spectacle than anything. But it's still fun and novel for, like, kind of seeing that sort of thing in a 3D Mario, like, at that scale. Because you absolutely did not get moments like that in Mario 64. And, like, any scripted specific moments in Sunshine felt more subdued than even that was. But now we gotta get to the boss star. Which you can clearly tell is something of like a running theme with a lot of these large galaxies in this game. They do seem to have like a very specific structure that they adhere to how they like, or how they set up these stars. And that the third one always seems to be focused around you fighting against the enemy that is that seems most designated as like the real boss of that particular zone. Hold on. Ah, damn it. Nope. Just a sec. There we go. That's why they have this coin, because they know that you need these star bits for this. There we go. Oh my god, my now adult anime brain, the more I think about it, like, that thing that I bounced off of that was starting to shoot a laser, my brain immediately just went, hey wait, that's Mekazawa. Fucking Cromartie high. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that was so close. I could have had that. Oh, well, salvaged it. Once again, even simple platforming in this game is more fun when you use Luigi instead of Mario. That's just how it is. Alright, where's this pipe lead? Oh yeah, this gimmick. Or this mechanic, I guess. It's pretty legit, honestly. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna skip that because I can. Why not? Skips of that nature when you know the mechanics are so fun to do. And there we go. I agree. They do a good job. They definitely did a good job of like making this kind of like junk heap type galaxy in this game. I forget if there's like a specific one that's also like it in Galaxy 2, because I know there's a couple in that game that feel very much like direct follow-ups to ones from the previous game. But I also still think about like all the other stuff that they did that was just so much more insane. Oh, here we go. Out the airlock. I don't know exactly what all we did in there specifically, but we clearly did some damage. Ow. There's a bonk right there. Alright, boss time. And this one I remember largely because this is, if we get the comments this session, I think you'll see that this is the first of the Daredevil comments, where we will have no choice but to fight this thing without taking a single hit. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. I did a crouching spin just for fun. And that. And that. Wait, hold on. Does that make it go farther? I can't tell. Oh, no. He's running. He's running. Fool. And look at that. God, that was good. I had completely forgotten just how fun Battle Rock Galaxy is. For being like a galaxy that feels at like such a larger scale than what they ended up going with for a lot of the levels in Galaxy 2. Like it still holds up. Even compared to like the improved levels of the sequel. Oh, speak of the devil, look what it is. Who's ready to see me suck shit? Trying to beat this boss without taking hits. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's possible. I didn't get hit. I didn't take any damage during the initial fight. Yeah, it's like, because of how these comets are designed to show up, you very clearly remember some of these bosses. Not because of their normal form, but entirely because of the nightmare they sometimes would become if you fought them, like with the Daredevil Comet active. But this should be fine. I think we can manage. We got the moves. We can do this. Round 2. There we go. Oh, damn it. I can't whip out the spin as fast as I would like all the time because of the cooldown. Woof! Okay. Ha! Wow, like that. Oh, yeah, that spin. That crouching spin really does carry you. Okay. Wow, look at that. Just as easy as the first time. Well, I guess it goes to show just how, like, my skill with games in general has improved so much compared to when I was in, like, junior high and high school playing this game. Alright. And that's all we can get out of Battle Rock for the time being. Now we gotta do Hurry Scurry, and then we can do the boss galaxy of this dome, and I think we'll call it for tonight's stream. I feel good about that. Now this is this is fun. Like this whole gimmick is the sort of thing that reminds you again. Oh yeah, they doubled down on these type of ideas when they made the sequel. It's so good. Oh man, how did that miss? No. Okay, got it. Now then. Follow the notes. Oh, shoot. Nope. There we go. Ah, yeah. Wait, have I actually highlighted that specific move that I'm doing, like, mentioned it? I don't think I have. Like, there's a... like, as yet another, I guess, hidden mechanic, as it were. Maybe the game explains it, I forget. But it's like, as we all know, we have the, in Mario games, we have the ground pound. But with the spin in Galaxy, you have a spin variant of the ground pound you can do, which has homing properties. You know, and like the way you have to do it, obviously, is you have to spin and then hit Z to do the ground pound coming out of it. It's kind of nice for enemies that are moving around quickly, but are still within, like, your reasonable, radius, I guess. Alright, time for a Bowser fight. Let's do this. Ah, yeah. And hope you're ready for some good throwback music with this one. Oh, yeah. By this point, they were like, dude, Super Mario 64 is like 2 generations out. It's now retro. We're going to do everything we can to call back to it. Okay, I was just checking to get how many stars I had right now, because I'm getting one after this. So by the end of the stream, I'll have 27 stars. That's almost a quarter of the way there. Yeah, I think this stream series will definitely end up coming out to about like 4 or 5 parts, I suppose, if I just keep up with like the usual pace. So yeah, here we go, just a pure Bowser gauntlet with gravity mechanics that the game has shown us up to this point. And using like just the shifts in gravity to very good effect right here. Oof! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oof! Okay, come on. Find the opportune moment to jump up. Oh fuck! That was not it. Whatever. I got coins. I'm safe. Alright. Get the health. There we go. Now for a proper reoccurring fight with this dude. Because for some reason they just never thought to do this in Sunshine. They just saved the Bowser fight for the end, almost feeling out of nowhere. And it was just the weirdest thing. But now there's a proper mono fight. And I like this a lot. Yeah! You know, just like get into ground pound the glass over like the lava or whatever. And then as he's running around on fire, just spin against his tail. And then spin at him again. It's a good flow. I like it. Yeah. It's something that is a lot easier to, like, keep consistently than I feel trying to, you know, like, get behind him, grab the tail, and spin him around so that you could, like, throw him into a bomb at the corner of the arena. Which, I mean, that's satisfying in its own right, but I'm sure, like, you can look at, like, my Mario 64 playthrough as proof of it. Even after all these years of, like, playing the hell out of the game time and time and again, I'm still not that good at, like, consistently getting the giant swing throws that I want out of those fights. Alright. Whatever. I'm ready to kick your ass 2 more times after this. But not tonight. And there we go. 27 stars down in the first night. Whew. Alright, let me see which color this... Oh yeah, it turns green now. Now we got a whole other section of the observatory open. Still not that interesting of a hub. As far as functionally how it goes. Do like the aesthetic and vibe, though. Oh yeah, 4 new galaxies unlocked. Yep. Yeah, we know. Because, of course, he would go there. Alright. That's it for tonight. Yeah, that area is still not open yet. Which, I'm not even sure if I'm going to go in here because this leads into, like, side story content that, in all honesty... Okay, so fun fact about that, like, for people that have played this game already know, like, there's, like, an entire, like, side series of events in this game that has nothing to do with the platforming, but is instead getting chapters of a storybook that is basically, like, the backstory for Rosalina. Like, and like, when I downloaded this file in prep for the stream, you know, Mario's stuff was finished, so I decided, you know, just as practice, like, getting used to how the game felt again, I would just, like, dick around in the observatory. And then I went inside here, saw that, like, the person that uploaded this save, I guess, had not triggered all of the chapters for Rosalina's story. And so I went in there, and I think that was the first time I actually saw to the end of, like, that entire story event. Like, no joke. I played this game plenty of times in between 2007 and 2010, where that was, like, the main focus of my time with it. I never gave a shit about wanting to, like, read the next chapter of her story, because I felt like after the first few chapters, it felt painfully obvious, like, who it was about and, like, what the end result was going to be anyway. I mean, as far as story goes, at least there's, like, a better implementation and concept compared to Sunshine's weird story of you being put on an unjust trial and having to do public service. It's weird. But it's so optional that it's like, unless, like, in the next few streams while I'm continuing to play this, unless people are actually wanting me to go in there and, like, check out, like, show all, like, the story chapters, I'm probably just gonna skip it. Because I especially don't, on top of that, do not feel like trying to go out of my way to do like a live reading of it. That's not really my thing. I'm a Let's Player at heart. Which is to say, I am a Something Awful Let's Player in which that type of behavior is greatly discouraged. Because most goons do not like that shit. And honestly, I'm not that big on it either. I tolerate it in some cases, but it's just something that like I don't endorse every single person to try and do. Because the audience at home can read it just fine. That's how I look at it. I'm sure that star will be important for something. But yeah, that's it for tonight. Wednesday we'll continue with this. Go into like the next hopefully clear out the next 2 domes, if not a dome and a half or something. I hope to at least get like about around the same amount of stars, like as close as we can get to like 60 if possible on Wednesday. So we can keep a good enough pace that this game will probably be finished early next week. Until then, thanks everyone for watching. I am going to sign off now and just rest for the remainder of the evening. You all take care. Have a good night.